July 10th. First Chronicles chapter 9 verse 1 until chapter 10 verse 13. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgression. For now the first inhabitants that dwelt in their possessions in their cities were the Israelites, the priests, Levites, and the Nethinim. And in Jerusalem dwelt of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim and Manasseh, Uzziah the son of Ammiud, the son of Omri, the son of Inhi, the son of Bani, of the children of Phares, the son of Judah, and of the Silonites, Isaiah the firstborn, and his sons, and of the sons of Zerah, Joel and their brethren, 690. And of the sons of Benjamin, Salu the son of Meshulam, the son of Odaviah, the son of Hazenua, and Ibneiah the son of Jeroam, and Elah the son of Uzi, the son of Mikri, and Meshulam the son of Shephatiah, the son of Hewel, the son of Ibnijah, and their brethren, according to their generations, 956. All these men were chief of the fathers in the house of their fathers, and of the priests Jedaiah and Jehoiarib and Jachin and Azariah the son of Hilkiah the son of Mesulam the son of Zadok the son of Meraioth the son of Hitub the ruler of the house of God, and Adiah the son of Jeroam the son of Pasur the son of Malchijah, and Maasiah the son of Adiel the son of Jahzerah the son of Mesulam the son of Meshilemith the son of Immer, and their brethren, heads of the house of their fathers, 1,760, very able men for the work of the service of the house of God. And of the Levites, Shemaiah the son of Ashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Ashabiah, the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Heresh, and Galal, and Mattaniah the son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Azaph, and Obadiah the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jedutun, and Berechiah the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, that dwelt in the village of Netophathites. And the porters were Shallum, and Akub, and Talmon, and Iman, and their brethren. Shallum was the chief, who hitherto waited at the king's gate eastward. They were porters in the companies of the children of Levi. And Shallum the son of Kor, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brethren of the house of his father, the Korahites, were over the work of the service, keepers of the gates of the tabernacle, and their fathers, being over the host of the Lord, were keepers of the entry. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar was the ruler over them in time past, and the Lord was with him. And Zechariah the son of Meshelemiah was porter of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. All these which were chosen to be porters in the gates were 212. These were reckoned by their genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their set office. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of the Lord, namely the house of the tabernacle by wards. In four quarters were the porters, toward the east, west, north, and south. And their brethren, which were in their villages, were to come after 7 days from time to time with them, For these Levites, the four chief porters were in their set office, and were over the chambers and treasuries of the house of God. And they lodged round about the house of God, because the charge was upon them, and the opening thereof every morning pertained to them. And certain of them had the charge of the ministering vessels, that they should bring them in and out by tale. Some of them also were appointed to oversee the vessels and all the instruments of the sanctuary, and the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. And some of the sons of priests made the ointment of the spices. And Mattithiah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shallum, the Korahite, had the set office over the things that were made in the pans. And other of their brethren of the sons of the Kohathites were over the showbread, to prepare it every Sabbath. And these are the singers, chief of the fathers of the Levites, who remaining in the chambers were free, for they were employed in that work day and night. These chief fathers of the Levites were chief throughout their generations. These dwelt at Jerusalem. And in Gibeon dwelt the father of Gibeon, Jael, whose wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son Abdon, then Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadab, and Jedor, and Ayo, and Zechariah, and Mikloth begat Shimeon. And they also dwelt with their brethren at Jerusalem over against their brethren. And Ner begat Kish, and Kish begat Saul, and Saul begat Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Isbaal. And the son of Jonathan was Meribal, and Meribal begat Micah. And the sons of Micah were Piton, and Melech, and Tariah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz begat Jarah, and Jarah begat Alemeth, and Asmaveth, and Zinhi. And Zinhi begat Mosa, and Mosa begat Binea, and Hephiah his son, Eleazar his son, Azel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azrikam, Bosheru, and Ismael, and Sheariah, and Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down, slain in Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard after Saul, and after his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan, and Abinadab, and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was wounded of the archers. Then said Saul to his armor-bearer, Draw thy sword, and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me. But his armor-bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. So Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise on the sword and died. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and all his house died together. And when all the men of Israel that were in the valley saw that, they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, then they forsook their cities and fled. And the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass in the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And when they had stripped him, they took his head and his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines round about, to carry tidings unto their idols, and to the people. And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon. And when all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, they arose all the valiant men, and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak or in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his transgression which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit, to inquire of it, and inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him, and turned the kingdom unto David the son of Jesse.